guy. If you fail once, I told you, I'm not ashamed to say it. I wrote English exam 5 times. And at the end of the day, is past tense is what it, the salary you will earn will even cover all the money you've spent.
Exactly. So
because of this mentality of, Nigeria, if you're working with the government, you're the one that is better than the one working with private. That does not apply to the UK.
Exactly.
Anywhere you work, you're a nurse. Anyone you do, you still get the same
you are
value,
making
the
your
same
money.
respect.
The goal here is
You
to
will
make
make
the
more
pound.
money.
Nails are chipped, my ends are split. I flex my fancy bag, but we all know it's counterfeit. These jeans are thrift. My radish, I like my wine cheap, as we all know it does the.
Hi guys, you are welcome back to your baby girls channel. It's Ada Kings here again today, the real queen of positivity, guys. So here we are keeping it real, and today I have an important guest in the building. So guys, I have here with me our able and amazing and beautiful mommy of three, Gloria Otiko. So guys, before I leave Gloria to introduce herself, if you are new to my channel, I'm Adeze. I'm a Nigerian YouTuber and I live in United Kingdom with my lovely family. Yeah. So guys, here we do video about relocation, vlogs, lifestyle, and motherhood. If it sounds interesting to you, hit the button down below and become a positive gang member. Okay? We are moving forward on this channel. So guys, in this video, I have a special guest, you guys. She's a nurse here in the UK and she's doing well for herself and her lovely family. Guys, Gloria here is an amazing and sweet soul. Trust me when I say that. Trust me. She's someone you will love to be part of her family. Trust me. She have got the vibes. She have got the energy. Nurse extraordinary. So if you are a nurse, you want to be a nurse, my sister, what are you waiting for? Rush to her channel. Now there they happen. It's happening there. Okay? So let me allow her to introduce herself before we go into the details of this video, which is all about becoming a nurse in the United Kingdom, the steps of getting jobs from overseas to the United Kingdom. Guys, Gloria will break it down for you. Oh yeah, Glow baby, over to you.
Oh my God. Thank you so much for having me on your channel. And
You're welcome.
as viewers, thank you so much for watching today. Yes, my name is Gloria Otiko, and like she said, I have a YouTube channel just about everything Japa abroad things. So I'm really honored to be on your channel today. So please stay tuned, subscribe to her channel, and yes, we'll be talking about how to become a nurse in the UK.
So guys, you have heard that. So if this sounds interesting to you, you have a nurse friend, a nurse sister or wife, or you are a nurse and you want to come to the UK and pack the pounds. Guys, the pounds is the cocoa. Now where it happen now? £1 is 840 naira or thereabouts. Hey, quite big money. So if you want to come and pack this money with basin, hey, Biko, stay tuned and watch to the end. And after this video, don't forget, hey, don't leave my lips. Don't forget to rush to Gloria's channel and hug her. Just tell her you are coming from the positive gang members, okay? She will understand. That's the code. So, guys, without wasting your time, let's go right into this video.
Yes.
Gloria, you're welcome once again.
Thank you so much. So, being a nurse in the UK is as simple as it sounds. I'll start by saying you don't have to be a maybe BSc holder, as long as you've gone to school at least 3 years with either your diploma nursing, BSc nursing, you're licensed in your country, you're a registered nurse in your country, you are eligible to register and to become a registered nurse in the UK. So that's one thing I want you to know first. And what are the main requirement or things that you need to have before you even think of, starting your process? The first thing is are the things you want to have before you even start thinking of maybe applying or anything is you want to have at least your certificate from wherever school you've been, your university, your school of nursing. Have your certificate, have at least the information which we are giving you. Be ready to pay not too much money, but at least you're going to pay something directly to maybe just registration sites. Nobody will take it from you. And be ready to take all the necessary exams. Once you're ready to do this and ready to, of course, move to the UK, you will then go to the UK government website. Just type UK government NMC website and create an account with your email. And at this point, I usually advise to use email that is, that's a bit official, not like spicy girl at hotmail.com. Something a bit professional. I don't know, whatever email you have, you're going to create an account there. And they will ask you a few questions. Your proof of identity can be your marriage certificate, your birth certificate, your passport. They will ask you at this point. And that is where you pay your first £140. Non-refundable. Whether you become a nurse or you don't become a nurse, that money is gone. It's collapsed.
Yeah. It's collapsed. That's our language.
So you pay £140 to create account with NMC. And what they will do is they will I think they will check a little bit to see if this person, and then you will have to also submit your certificates at this point. They will check, and within 24 to 48 hours, under normal circumstance, you get a reply to say you can then take your CBT. You have the authorization to test. And I usually say you can either do your CBT first or do your English exams first. Because you get people asking you which one should they do first. CBT, I always say it is the computer-based test. You can do it in your home country. Wherever you are, any country, most countries, they do this. It is an online exam. You sit with a computer and you do exams, and most people that I know pass. It took me just 1 day to prepare for my CBT. But for your English exam, and it lasts for just 2 years.
The CBT lasts for 2 years too?
Yes.
The CBT exam?
Yes. I've seen people who will do their CBT first, and they'll be in the process of trying to get their English exams for years until their CBT will expire and they've not gotten the English exam. I personally, I took English exam 5 good times. I always say it 5 times before I passed, before I had my required score.
Yeah.
So imagine if you've already done your, and I did CBT just 1 day preparation. So I usually say you can either do your CBT before your English exam or get your English exam, or do both, like just be in the process together. Yeah. Because the most difficult phase of coming to the UK as a nurse is the English exam. So it's either you've gotten your English exam, your academics, or ielts, or your OET. The difference between these two is just that OET is more medical line related. It is, they will ask you medical questions, they will use medical scenarios. Unlike the ielts that is just broad, they can ask you scenario from 1960, can be history, can be anything. But OET is more medical based. So get your required score in your English exam, 7 overall, 7 in each aspect. That's for ielts, except for writing, which is 6. They accept 6.5, but you must still have 7 overall. Or your OET, which you need to have B in all or C+ in writing. So once you've gotten this, then you can then either do your CBT before, like I said, or after. CBT, once you pass your CBT, you're almost good to go. Then you have the authorization to then travel to the UK. At this point, you're almost at you're always on your way. What you then do at this point is you want to then look for a job. You look for a job either in a care home or the NHS. But what is important is whatever job you're going to find or you're going to search for, they should have sponsorship. Because you need someone to sponsor you, someone to give you certificate of sponsorship for you to apply for your visa. You can also decide to sponsor yourself, but at least you have to have an employer or someone who will say, I'm responsible for you. You then start looking for a job. And I've got so many questions about people that want to just at all costs start with the NHS. Because of this mentality of, Nigeria, if you're working with the government, you're the one that is better than the one working with private. That does not apply to the UK.
Exactly.
Anywhere you work, you're a nurse. Anyone you do, you still get the same
You are
value,
making
the
your
same
money.
respect.
The goal here is
You
to
will
make
make
the
more
pound.
money. You make more money in the care home than you will make in the NHS,
Yeah.
actually. I used to say it is easier to apply to care homes because care homes, they're like private companies. They have people who are actually reading the emails, unlike the NHS. NHS, they don't like, they may not even read your email in 20 years. So if the NHS is not coming, I'm not saying you will not get NHS job. You can, definitely people are getting it. Or maybe if you find an agent that actually recruits for the NHS directly, is good. But if you want to be applying directly for yourself, by yourself, you can get job. But if it's taking too long, I would say start from the care home. Get a job from the care home. When you get into the country, I'm sorry, leave them and go to your NHS. If that's your aim. You see? So then you want to get a job. Once you've gotten a job, you start applying Indeed, NHS jobs, anywhere online, apply with your CV and that you have your English exam and your CBT. Once you've gotten your job, they will then issue you certificate of sponsorship. So that certificate of sponsorship is what you will use to apply for your visa. And the most important thing on your certificate of sponsorship, especially if you've got a family, is to make sure that they indicate that they will maintain you. There's a box they will tick for
my
maintenance.
family ticked it for me. Yeah.
If they don't tick it, they need to provide you a separate letter to say they will maintain you. Otherwise, you have to be the one that will be financially responsible for yourself. If maybe anything happens, you have to prove that you can take care of yourself. So once they've indicated that they can maintain you in the certificate of sponsorship, you then use it to apply for your visa with the other things you need, like your health check, your tuberculosis result. If you're from a country where you have to do it, some country you don't have to. Just your evidence, every evidence that you need, your certificate and everything, you will use it to then apply for a visa. Once you've gotten your visa, congratulations, you fly to the UK.
Yeah.
And some employer will pay for your visa. They will tell you, they will refund you, or they will they will pay for your visa. You come to the UK, you'll be under your company and they'll be responsible for you. So once you come to the UK, when you're coming to the UK, what you will get is authorization to test. That's, you've now been invited to come to the UK to take the second part of your registration exam. The first one you did was the CBT, computer-based test. So the second level now is now the OSCE. That is the practical exam that you now have to come and show that you are actually a registered nurse. So usually you come to the UK, maybe, I don't know where your company will be keeping you. And then most trust or most employer will arrange for training for you. They will train you on the procedures, like you will go for trainings but you have to sit this exam within the first 3 months of you being in the UK, and you have only 3 attempts. If you don't pass these 3 attempts, don't be scared, don't worry. If you don't pass the 3rd attempt, you may have to leave the UK, but most cases people pass. So you will then go to one of the centers where you go and take the practical exam, the OSCE. They'll give you stations, like few stations. You go, you practicalize your nursing procedures. It can be assessment, it can be injection, it can be medication administration. You go and practicalize those. And when you pass, within 24 to 48 hours, usually you get your decision. You've either failed completely, failed partially, or you've passed. So if you've passed, congratulations, you'll be able to register to get your PIN. The PIN is our license, like a license, like what we have in Nigeria called license. So you get a PIN, you pay £120, and then you'll be able to get your PIN. But if you fail partially, you only go back to write to do the particular part that you failed. If it was let's say the planning phase, you go back and do the planning phase. And you have to have at least 10 days in between before you can rewrite the next time. So after that, or if you then fail completely, you have to go back and do it all over again. Once you've gotten your PIN, congratulations, you're now a registered nurse. You're
I
already on
will
the
welcome
register.
you.
You're already on the register in the UK, and
Hmm.
every year you need to renew. So what I just did is I just put direct debit so that every year, the year that you register, that is going to be your anniversary year. So that year you have to keep paying that amount to renew your license, your PIN. And after 3 years, you have to do revalidation. I did mine not too long, just to show that you're still very competent, you're still
Yeah.
working, you meet the hours, and you're not just holding the pin and enjoying your amala at home. So that is basically the summary of how to become a nurse in the UK.
Wow. This is quite straightforward, right?
Yes.
Yeah. From these explanations, to me, it's quite straightforward. But the truth is, a lot of people are so scared of writing the IELTS. Okay, I have some nurse friends in Doha that would have loved to come to the UK, but whenever they hear that they will write the IELTS, they'll be like, "Hey, so they are just scared to write it." Do you have any advice to this set of people?
Just try it. If you don't try it, how will you know how you feel about it? And if you take IELTS, like for me, when I started, well, I usually have, like, I can even have 8 point something in speaking, but my writing, and then it was still 7. You need to have 7 in all. I will
Yeah,
not have 0.5. I kept doing that, and I was just, repeating the same until luckily 20 is it I was already pregnant with my daughter in Dubai. Then I'm like, I'm not even going again, I'm done. I've
yeah,
done English exam 4 times. I don't understand English, just leave me alone, I'm not doing again. And I went, luckily OET started. They were now accepting OET. I went and I attended OET and I passed.
oh,
And
you see,
yeah, so if you don't try it, you're not going to know. So just give it a try,
exactly,
and wherever your weakness is, you know, and then you can prepare towards that
exactly.
aspect and do it again.
No
It's
harm
worth
in
it at the end of the
trying.
day. It's worth it. I can't even remember. And I knew I did the exam 5 times. It was very stressful. I was crying. But right now, it's gone. I can't remember it.
Yes,
It's gone. It's a
exactly.
past
It's
tense.
a past tense. So, Gloria, thank you so much. Okay, at least our viewers can now know that without writing IELTS, they can do the OET, which they can as well pass, right? So, the next thing is this. What do you have to say about nursing salary in the UK? Yeah, I had a lot of people complaining that they are not paying them well, this, that. Do you think it's worth it leaving your home country and coming here to work as a nurse? Do you need the salary is something that you can look up to and say, well, let me be here?
It depends. It depends on so many things. Number one, where are you working? Are you working with the NHS or with the care home? I started with the care home. I worked in 2 care homes before I then changed to the NHS. I'm in the NHS right now. And I can tell you, financially speaking, your baby girl is broke. Because
Please don't be broke. We'll give you money. uh,
I'm just joking, but yeah,
yeah,
NHS don't pay as much. They will pay you
yeah,
between £13.40 per hour as a band 5, starting from
band
band 5.
five.
The salary is so little. But if you're coming to the care home, like you can get as much as £16, £18 per hour. Depend on where you're
And
working.
the next, yeah,
If you're in London, £20 and above, and like that. And then depend on your family size. Depend on your family size, depend on your lifestyle, depend on
yes,
if your partner is ready to support you. Let's say you're a single mom, or let's say you're coming and your husband is not coming, or somebody is not coming to support you, or you're just going to be the only one. And let's say you're on £1,400 salary a month, or let's say 1,006. Let's say
after
you're working with
tax.
the NHS and you're earning 1,600, let's say for instance, and you have 5 children, and there's no other financial income, there's no other person bringing in money. How are you visibly going to survive?
It's
Because you're going to pay
crazy, right?
rent, you're going to pay council tax, you're going to feed them, you're going to transport. But if you have your partner who will then bring in their salary, it will help. Or if you're single or you're not coming with your family, whatever you earn is going to be within your means. You know, you're not going to go and rent 3 bedroom. You rent small, you know, one room, and you know your feeding will not be as much. So it depends on your lifestyle as well. If you like to
Yeah.
buy Gucci, your 1 month salary will go.
Yeah, exactly.
But in summary, if you look at it from where we are coming from and the
Yeah,
currency back home, you cannot compare it. You can't compare it. Because even if you
exactly.
send somebody in Nigeria £100 now, we're just saying it. If you send somebody £100
Yeah,
now,
it's
it's a
80
lot of
something
money.
naira. Ah, you'll be balling. You'll be
So it
answering
depends
ma.
on where you're coming from. But so depending on where you're coming from, and you know, different circumstances will matter,
Yeah,
like to be able to say this. But I'm still saying it's not enough. Like we can get paid better because people are getting paid better
exactly.
than with the nurses. That is my own point.
Yeah,
We can get paid higher. That's what I'm still saying. Yeah.
yeah. You are right.
Mhm.
Okay, dear. This is very insightful. Okay, because the UK government, they have to really look into this nurses matter, because the nurses are out there to, look after people, and join the doctors and other health professionals to save lives, which is very important. So that being said, I have another question for you. Okay, and the question is, do you think there is anything the people trying to come should know about coming to practice in the UK, aside from the salary aspect, aside from the money aspect? Do you get my question?
Yes. At the moment, I'm proud of myself and I'm happy to be a nurse in the UK. But
Hmm.
that's notwithstanding the shortage. Like right now, we are working like crazy, working like crazy. And some people will say, Gloria, you get paid working in ASDA than you get paid as a nurse, which is bad, is wrong. It
Really?
shouldn't be. Yes. So don't think that because you're coming to the UK, you become a millionaire. You'll be okay, you'll be fine, you'll be fine, but you're not going to become a millionaire, and you're going to be stressed. You're going to be stressed both physically, psychologically, financially, emotionally, every way. So don't think you're
And
coming to come and
otherwise,
enjoy. And otherwise, until you're able to then find your foot and get used to the system, there will be
yeah,
challenges. There will be challenges. There will be so many things you have to learn, and you will cry some days. By the end of the day, it's still worth it, depending on what your goal in life is. And if you're
yeah,
thinking of going to other country, UK is a stepping stone. You can easily migrate to the other countries from here. And depending on what your mission is here, yeah, you can, like,
exactly.
I'm in school. So depend on, you can do whatever you want to do with the opportunity you have and go from there. It's a stepping stone. So it's still
Hmm.
worth it at the end of the
Very
day.
good.
It's still worth it. But
This
it's
is
still worth
nice.
it. Mm.
So, guys, what Gloria is trying to say is that there is a lot of job in the UK for nurses. The jobs
Yeah.
here is choking them. They need helping hands. Please, if you're a nurse and you are watching this, be cool. We are begging you, go and write your exam and start applying. Share this video, guys, so that people will know that the UK have opportunities for them to be a nurse here, to work,
Yeah,
sorry,
that's
to work as a nurse here. Yeah,
yes.
because the sky is wide enough for any bird to fly. Okay, so
Yes.
Gloria is
That's
actually trying to tell us that these people, they need job. I was shooting a video yesterday on my channel about how I got my job. I said it too. A lot of jobs here in the health field in the UK. Okay, everybody is welcome to apply and give it a trial, because we here, we cannot do the whole job here, do we? Do we,
no.
Gloria?
Mm-mm.
No, we can't. We have a lot of jobs to do here. So if you're a nurse, Biko, don't be scared of writing IELTS or OET. Biko, go and write it, please, so that we
Keep
all come
writing
here
it
and
until
put the
you
money.
pass.
Yeah, that's just it.
Generally, just to say that if you want to come to the UK, do it, do it, do it, and you will learn. You will learn. Like, oh my God, I've learned so many things. Even as a dialysis nurse in the UK, I was a dialysis nurse back home in Nigeria, and I'm in dialysis right now. I've learned,
Wow.
wow, I've learned a lot. That
Yeah.
I even wish I have the money to go back to Nigeria and give back
No.
what I've learned to,
Yeah.
because I've learned so much. I'm like, wow, I wish my people back home can see this and see how things are done.
Are
So
done.
you will, yes, you will learn, and it will help your career. It will help your CV to say you can nurse. So it's worth it. Give it a try. If you fail once, I told you, I'm not ashamed to say it. I wrote English exam 5 times. 5.
No, the truth, like you said, is now past tense. You get?
Uh-huh.
See, sometimes in life, when all these things happen, it's for purpose. Hope you know. Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes when we fail, it's just trying to, get us ready for the better thing ahead.
yeah.
So you are not supposed. You will say you are not ashamed to say because it's part of the process.
It is. I'm just
Trust
encouraging
me.
people that want to give up.
Yeah,
You've written one, twice, and you're
exactly.
giving up. Don't give up. As long as you have the money, keep going and just try to adjust the next time and do it again. And at the end of the day, is past tense is worth it. The salary you will earn will even cover all the money you've spent.
Exactly. So finally, Gloria, before we go, did you use any agents to get your job? Do you advise people to seek the help of agents, or do you think that people on their own can sit down in their house and apply for this job and they will get it straight up? What's your advice?
Okay, yes. So when I came in 2019, then agents were allowed and proud. In fact, they will go to some countries like the Philippines. They will go and recruit people in bulk. And bring them to the UK. But then you see this issue of you're taking our professionals happened with Nigeria and so
Yeah,
many other countries where they said they are not allowed, agents are no longer allowed to go to those countries to employ
and
in
bring
bulk.
it. Okay.
That being said, it's still happening. I still know people who have come in through agency. I came through MMA recruitment. They're on Facebook.
Hmm.
They are very
Yeah,
good. I didn't pay them
yeah,
a
they are.
dime.
Check them out.
I didn't pay them shishi, 1 naira. It is the employer that pays them, not me. You don't, as long as
Yeah,
you're not paying that agent, if you have any agent, go for it.
okay.
But that being said, you can still do it yourself because I have so many of my colleagues, so many people who are in the UK today, and they did it from home.
Wow.
They did it themselves because it's the same process. It's just that the
Yeah,
agents will just show you what to do and direct you. They will not make it fast forward. They will not make it faster. And being that the UK said, like Nigeria especially said, they are stealing their nurses and their doctors, so UK has no right to come and pack their
wow.
professionals. It is now saying that they're now saying that you have to be the one that should apply directly to say, I want to come to the UK.
Oh,
So yes, so that is now being encouraged that you go to the company, you apply, and if you're lucky, you get employed. But so many people are coming into the UK by themselves without agents, and although there are still agents as well who are still recruiting people, but in a low-key level. It's not like
yeah,
before where they'll go and recruit
exactly.
like 100 or
Oh,
50. It is now low-key, you see.
yeah.
And I didn't pay anybody. I didn't pay anybody any dime. If they say you should bring money, run.
Wow. So that's it, guys. You have heard it. Any agency asking you for money, they are fake, right? They are fake because the employers
Yeah.
are meant to pay these agents to bring you for them. Okay. So, guys, well, I think we did justice to this topic. Subsequently, if you have any question, drop it in the comment section. Gloria here will answer you, and I pray she will have the chance because trust me, hey, you heard her say it's not easy in the UK to be a nurse. She has been busy. In fact, it's been long we scheduled to make this video, but both of us we are quite busy. Okay, so if she have the time to answer you, she will. But if I can as well collect the questions, I must still beg Gloria to come up again next time whenever she have chance to answer those questions. Gloria, can you do that for
Okay.
us? Okay, thank you so much,
Yes,
Gloria.
and
So,
thank you.
guys, just drop your questions in the comment section, okay? Anything you want to ask Gloria. Thank you, Gloria. And before we go, guys, please go to Gloria's home. I know we are still small family here, but we get the energy, we get the vibes, okay? Positivity members, big bonus. Hey, go to Gloria's home and show her that we are here. It's happening, okay? Go and support Gloria. And trust me, if you're a nurse and you want to come to UK, Gloria is the right plug for you. because on her channel she talks about nursing a lot. Trust me, watch her previous videos. You will gain more than she just said today. You will find your ways to a lot of things. She even did some about the salary they are paid. She did the breakdown, how she survives. There's a lot to watch on Gloria's channel. Please go and support her on my behalf. So guys, thank you. And also, Biko, if you are here for the first time, Biko, hug me, hug me, hug me. Just support your baby girl. So Gloria, do you have anything to say?
I
Anything
think
I
you've
thought
said
to say?
everything. Please subscribe to Wada's channel. Let her grow.
Sure, we will do. Life is a gradual process. God will remember us one day. Thank you, Gloria.
so much
I'm
for
so
doing this.
blessed to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm not taking this for
Thank
granted.
you. I'm honored.
Thank you. Do have a nice
Thank
day.
you. You're welcome. You too.
Bye, guys. Bye, everyone.